Well guys, I'm just making it home from Lake Simcoe, and in this bag I have what is commonly referred to as the poor man's lobster. In today's video, we're gonna go inside and I'm gonna show you my favorite way to fillet a burbot. Let's go. So you can see from the size of this fish and the belly that it was gorging on Lake Simcoe. So not only are we gonna get a chance to see what it was eating, but enjoy a delicious meal afterwards. Let's touch on some of the tools that are gonna be required for the job at hand. Up first, a nice sharp fillet knife. This is the standard Rapala sharpener, or a Sharp and Easy, which has a coarse and a fine side, and needle nose pliers. I'm gonna show you why you're gonna need needle nose pliers when it comes to filleting a burbot. Of course, you wanna use a clean surface. In this particular video, we're gonna be using the cutting board. The first thing we're gonna do is a clean slice across the back of its head. So now, with our trusty needle nose pliers, we're gonna start trying to work the skin back. This could be a little bit tricky if you don't have a lot of experience, but that's why you use this slice right here. So we start working the skin back. There you go. And doing this is gonna start the process for completely removing all of the skin. So as you could see there, we've started removing the skin, and now we're gonna move to the next step, which will leave us ready to fillet the fish. So now that we've started removing the skin, we're simply gonna grab him by the mouth. Make sure you get a good grip. Use the needle nose pliers, and on bigger fish, this tends to be a little bit harder, but we're basically gonna try and pull downward without making a mess inside the house. On smaller fish, this is a much easier process, but this is a beautiful specimen of the burbot. There you have it. Completely de-skinned. And now we're gonna get into the meat part of it. There's a lot of meat on this fish. Perfect. Up next, we're gonna find the release of the fish, or the anus, which is right here. From here on up, we're gonna have some bone. From here down, the only thing we gotta deal with is the spine. So what we're gonna do is make an incision, turn the knife on a 45, and just slide it down across the spine. Always cut away from you guys, never cut towards your other hand. That's a very important tip, because if you do slip, you'll slip out in no man's land and avoid cutting your hand. So here we have a completely boneless piece of burbot that's gonna be enjoyed shortly. So next we're gonna target the backstrap, which is a large piece of meat across the top of the fish. Many people refer to it as the loin. So what I'm gonna do here is flip this around, and we're gonna concentrate on running the blade all the way along his spine to the top without protruding the ribs below. So we're gonna start up here. And again, we're gonna work down the spine and literally just keep going down, separating the meat from the bones. So I could clearly hear and feel the bones. So now you turn the knife on a little bit of an angle. Again, always cut away from you. This is gonna be delicious. Okay. Perfect. There you go. So now, once again, guys, for the other side, you basically follow the same process. Make a cut just past the release. Turn the knife on an angle. And make sure that you're keeping the blade as close to the spine as possible. And all the way to the end. Perfect. That is 100% boneless. And now we're gonna do the same with the loin at the top. Perfect. That is a thing of beauty. So I know some anglers will also eat the belly meat, but we're gonna leave that as is. And that is my favorite way to skin and fillet a burbot. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. As always, good luck and stay safe out there.